welcome back. I'm Adam.
I'm Brett.
We are the WALTWINS, and we cook today.
Again.
Well, today, again, whatever, but we're cooking. And we couldn't be more excited for this cook. This has actually probably been one of the most requested cook items since we've really started sharing our Blackstone cooks, and that is steak fajitas. And we're so excited to show our take on these. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in to see our take on these steak fajitas, then stick around while we dig in.
I can't believe the WALTWINS. They're right there. That's one of them. That's the other one.
I'm the other one.
Like we said, welcome back. However, if this is your first time and you're new to the WALTWINS, welcome. Consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything that we do together, which is usually cooking on the Blackstone Griddle, and we love to share what we love to cook. So Brett, today we are doing, well, these steak fajitas. This has been requested many times, not only by subscribers and viewers, but also family members have said, hey, when are you gonna do some steak fajitas? We'd love to come over for that.
We're doing it now.
We're doing it now.
You go. So let's dive into the groceries. Here is what we're looking at. Of course, the star of the show is the steak. Adam, what kind of steak do we have?
This is inner skirt steak, so a little bit different from the regular skirt steak. The inner skirt steak is a slightly tender cut of skirt steak.
You guys, as you can see, it's simple groceries because we've got the steak and then the vegetables. We're going with 3 color peppers. We've got the, obviously, red pepper, yellow pepper, and green pepper, bell pepper, by the way. Some red onion and tortilla shells that are sitting in the Blackstone warmer because they have been warmed up and they are staying warm because of that warmer. And then for our seasoning, we are doing kind of our own fajita seasoning, which is the usual suspects and cumin.
That's right. So this is going to be a relatively simple cook. Really, we're cooking the vegetables, then the steak on top of it, then we're gonna wrap these up. Afterwards, we will be dressing this with some homemade guacamole, which, by the way, that recipe and make may be forthcoming. We've been getting
sooner than later.
We've been getting some requests on it because this thing is really good, but we've got some sour cream, some pico, things like that that we'll throw on afterwards. We'll bring those guests on afterwards. But for right now, we love the Blackstone warmer. I've got the large and small tortilla warmer. This is something that has gotten a lot of use since Father's Day, since it was a gift to me. So we'll keep those off to the side. We've got the Blackstone on. This is medium low, as you know. We like it low and slow. This meat and these veggies will cook relatively fast. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook on the left side over here because of the way this dish goes. We're gonna push things off to the side as they go because not everyone in Adam's family likes the onions and the pepper, so we're going to separate the vegetables from the meat and then slide them to the side and let everyone come out and build their fajita to their palate. Absolutely. Now, right now, for me, my medium low is warming to about 459 degrees. So it is really hot.
Yes.
We've got from 459 down to about 430. So again, this is gonna cook fast, and we are using the hotter side. I've been cooking in the middle a little bit more lately, which also, it doesn't heat up as hot. It gets to the more, to the mid 400s in medium low. So again, this is something you learn. The more you griddle, you find your hot zones where it is a little bit hotter. Just like any grill, really, you're gonna have your hot zones and your cool zones. But Brett, let's suit up and let's get going.
The first thing we're gonna do is throw on the vegetables because they take longer to cook. In fact, the steak Adam has cut very thinly, which is highly recommended for this dish. So the steak is gonna cook really quickly. So we're gonna get the veggies on and start getting them cooked.
All right, so we're gonna lay down our vegetable oil first and foremost. So let's lay our vegetable oil here. We'll get our vegetables in there.
Yep,
will we also be laying another layer down for the steak?
Yep.
All right.
Listen to that.
Crowd goes wild. Love it.
Oh man. I almost feel like we might want more onions, bro.
Well, we can always toss more on. We've got more inside.
Yes, we can.
Bro, not only does that look absolutely beautiful, that smells tumultuously amazing.
It absolutely does.
I say tumultuous because it's going to cause problems. It smells so good, I'm not going to want to share. So, all right, let's get some of our seasoning up in on that.
Yeah, let's do this, man.
All right. So again, we've got the usual suspects.
Which Adam will be posting the ingredients below, the measurements of these below.
Adam will post below.
Let me get some cumin. Go ahead and get that cumin on there.
We're going to hit it with some cumin as well.
Go pretty liberally with that, yeah.
Let me do it this side so I'm not blocking the camera.
You can smell that.
All right, that is starting to smell fantastic. So we got the usual suspects, and we'll post what that is below if you are new to the WALTWINS. If you aren't new, you know what the usual suspects are.
We actually have had some viewers get the usual suspects. They've gotten all the ingredients. made it themselves, and gave us kudos because it worked. They said it was absolutely amazing.
Absolutely. So for this part, we're just moving these around. We can probably even let them sit for just a minute.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm just having fun with the dance. So,
let it cook out for just a little bit, and then we'll flip it. Do you remember the first time you had fajitas? I'll always remember my first experience because I thought I hated fajitas. I thought, man, why would people waste their money on fajitas? It was when I was a little bit older, 18, 19 years old. I was working for a company, and somebody took me out to lunch for business reasons. We went to discuss some business, and funnily enough, I was working for Saturn, if you remember the Saturn.
Saturn, yeah, the car dealership.
And there was a Chevy's right up the street from us, known for their fajitas, and he had asked if I had ever had fajitas. I said no. He said, I promise you, you won't regret it. I'm like, fine, I'll get the fajitas.
Out of obligation.
Out of obligation. Had zero desire to have the fajitas. Had them and haven't looked back since. They were fantastic. And I finally understood, oh, this is why people order fajitas.
This is not just because it comes out with the applause.
Right. Shh. Isn't that the best when they're walking? Now, unfortunately, we don't have those plates. Blackstone sells the cast iron ware for fajitas to give them that sizzle, keep that meat nice and hot. Because that cast iron will hold that. We're going to serve right off the Blackstone anyway, so we didn't need it. We're going to be okay with that. These are starting to soften up just a bit,
but we want them to go a little even soften up even more.
Good, and I'm starting to see the color in the onions start to change, and that's a good sign that we are on the right track.
Yep.
Now, typically, if everybody did like everything, we would cook this, move it off the side, get the steak going, and then marry everything together. But again, not everybody likes everything, so we're going to keep these separate. We'll get the vegetables, and then we'll push them off to the side, and let's get the steak.
And then what we will do is, for mine and Adam's dish, is we will actually get the steak that we're going to use and mix them all together.
Absolutely.
Because we are using them. So get the oil. You got your oil?
I got the oil. This is for estaca.
Estaca?
Estaca, or steak.
Carne asada?
Carne asada. Listen to the crowd. I tell you, that is so satisfying. You start seeing that go in there.
It is. Now, with the steak, we're going to be very liberal with the usual suspects as well as the cumin.
That wind is picking up just a little bit. Make sure I'm hitting the steak with the seasoning. So you can see I'm being very liberal with this. We want a good amount of flavoring in there.
And with the cumin, if you're not familiar with cumin, you're like, what is cumin? It is, when you smell it, it smells like every time you open a taco packet, a taco seasoning packet. The cumin is what hits the nose.
Absolutely. And some of that is on the Blackstone, and we have found a little seasoning on the Blackstone isn't like regular seasoning when you're seasoning a Blackstone, but that seasoning gets in there and it will really enhance the flavor as it cooks as well.
Yes, it does.
Right. We're being super liberal with those. I love it.
Yeah, well, it looks like I am, but only a little bit is really spitting out every time. So go ahead, Adam.
It just looks so much fun.
It is.
Get that in the seasoning. Look at that start to sear and cook. Oh, my mouth just watered. Literally, my mouth just watered, bro.
One of my favorite Mexican restaurants from where I'm from is called Peppers. And this smells like peppers. This whole pool area kitchen smells like peppers.
Okay, this is just about done, bro. Because some of this doesn't have to be cooked all the way through. You know what? This is spectacular. All of a sudden, we're sitting here talking. You know what fajitas need? A little lime juice. We're going to squeeze a little bit of lime juice to help with some of this. Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh.
So I'm putting in probably...
Immediately.
I probably put a tablespoon's worth of lime juice in there.
We're coming hit it again with the usual suspects. And...
oh, my goodness gracious.
More cumin.
Oh, my goodness.
Some more cumin for these two humans.
So this meat is cooked and it's ready to go.
Let's bring it over.
So here's
don't you want to take some veggies?
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull over most of this. Brett and I are gonna pull out a few pieces for us. Let's get some of these veggies involved.
Oh my goodness gracious.
You smell that, bro?
Yes, I
smell the lime juice.
The lime juice mixed in with the seasonings, and the cumin is really sticking out here, and it is absolutely smelling amazing. So we already know it's going to smell amazing. It's going to look amazing because of all the bright colors that we're getting with the vegetables. But is it going to taste amazing? That remains
to be determined. But all right, Brett, let's go ahead and serve this up. Let's get it going.
Kill it.
For the thrill it. So let's be perfectly clear and honest. Brett and I don't know how to build fajitas.
Clearly.
You're supposed to be able to roll these closed, and that ain't happening. But I've got to say, Brett, oh my goodness. Okay, so I will say, the added enhancement of the lime, it smelled absolutely tremendous.
And the marriage of the usual suspects and the cumin is amazing. Just to fit, this whole area just smells of that and the lime juice. Adam, last second, like, thinks of like, oh, wait a second, we need lime juice. Yeah, we sure did.
Yeah.
Because it smells amazing. I cannot wait.
So once again, this is our take on this amazing dish. So we're ready to dig in.
Yeah.
So Brett, like we say, it can look amazing.
Hello.
Come on. Those colors are fantastic. It can smell amazing.
Have we talked about it smelling good yet? I just don't know.
I don't
know if we've mentioned that.
In case we haven't mentioned, it smells pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if this doesn't taste amazing, this was all for naught.
Hold on, it
Yeah,
all
you
toppled
can't quite
over.
get it all,
Hold
huh?
on.
I knew Brett was building his way too big. I knew mine was already too big.
I had
this guy over here.
very ambitious.
Who needs tortillas?
Who wants me to build their fajita?
Cheers.
Comment below.
I'll eat to that, my brother. Oh man, that's a fajita, bro. So, what do you think, bro?
It's the best fajita I've ever made.
That's the only fajita you've ever made.
Even though it is the only fajita I've ever made, this is right up there at restaurant level quality, Adam. With all the seasonings coming together, the pepper and the onions are just ever so subtle in there. But they're there. The pico de gallo, of course, has its brightness. Our homemade guacamole, which we have absolutely fallen in love. And so, yes, we will be posting that video on that coming up. And then the steak, the seasoning, and the lime juice took over this dish.
Absolutely.
In the most wonderful way.
Right when I took this bite, the thing that stood out to me was why I was so impressed the very first time I took a bite in a fajita ever at Chevy's. It was that hit of sour cream with the guacamole. All the flavors just married in so well and brought out the best in the steak and the tortilla. We had to put these down because otherwise we're going to keep eating in front of you guys. We got to get the rest of the family fed. They're waiting inside the house wondering when we're done. They're just, stop talking. We're done. Wrap it up so that we can have some excellent cook.
Yep.
For those of you that recommended it, thank you for getting us on this so we could show you our take on this fantastic dish. This is one of our favorites. This will probably become a staple around the house now because this is so simple, it is so delicious, and it's absolutely worth it. Again, restaurant quality that we made right here on the Blackstone. We love having this thing. So if you're new to griddling, try this out. Let us know how it works for you, even if you're not new to griddling, or if you have another tip when you make fajitas, let us know so we can make ours even better next time.
Can we? Yeah, I don't know.
It's possible. We'll find out. But if this video helped you in any way, make sure and give us a thumbs up. However, if you didn't like it, we understand. Maybe this fajita wasn't for you or your way is just better. That's okay too. This isn't for everybody. Again, this is our take. So go ahead and give us a thumbs down 2 times. We understand. But Brett, aside from making these fajitas, steak fajitas at that, why else did we do this?
Because all we do is twin.
No matter what. And with that, we bid you adieu.
And it don't
Forget to like and subscribe. And griddle on.